Well, 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 would you look at that. We are back with the boys from Red Dragon Fireworks. And usually around this time of year, every year, we do kind of a demo with these guys. And what we do is we feature a lot of the superior fireworks in-house brands, such as SFX and the Great American Fireworks Company. Now the catch is, all the fireworks you're about to see in tonight's demo, you can actually purchase at Red Dragon Fireworks right here in Harwood, North Dakota. And they are gonna be in the community center again this year. But what's cool is Red Dragon Fireworks is gonna have a second location this year at the Lutheran Church parking lot in Horace, North Dakota. So they finally have two locations, one north of Fargo and one south of Fargo. So we're gonna show you guys everything we're gonna be lighting off. I don't know what order we're gonna fire these in, but we'll just start with this. So this is the Aerial Supremacy. It's a 3-pack of 350 gram cakes. And inside you get the P51 Mustang, the P40 Warhawk, the P47 Thunderbolt, and each one of those is gonna be 20 shots. This is pretty cool. As you know, I'm a big fan of cake assortments. All right, moving on to some of these larger 500 gram cakes. This one here features 72 shots and it's called Feeding Frenzy. This would be a fun one to light off during Shark Week. Moving on, we have the Finish Strong. This is a 42 shot 500 gram cake and it's one of my favorites by the brand. I think Red Dragon carries this one every year. And then take a look at this. So unlike the cake assortment here, this one is actually meant to be fired at the same time. So you see these two cakes on the inside and the fuses are right there. Well, what this is a compound cake assortment that fires in a V pattern. You got green glitter mines to gold willows. And essentially what you'll do here is light both of those fuses and it creates this effect in the sky that shoots up in a V. It lasts 25 seconds and there's 40 total shots. And let me just say, SFX is really good at their times. So when you see 25 seconds, you can about guarantee that's gonna be the exact time it goes off for. And then don't forget, Superior Fireworks has this show builder on their website. So any of the products you can actually just plug in there, see what they're gonna do, and you can build your 4th of July shows using that software. And aside from the 350 and 500 gram cakes, we do have some additional items over here. We're gonna be testing out the glittering waterfalls, and unlike most canister shells, these are effect-based. So if I flip the box on its side, you can see these effects look a little bit unusual. And what you'll do here is if you're building a firework display, you can either use these in angled racks to get like, 3 of these going off in the air with something large over top, such as a NOAB, which they also have some of those. And these are what your canister shells look like. But usually when you think of canister shells, you think of these giant breaks up in the sky, whereas these are more for effect-based segments in your displays. So we'll be testing all 6 of those. And then these right here are pretty cool. These are called the plasma ring rockets. And a couple years ago when we did that Versus video, we actually had several cases of these things, fused them all together, and it was really cool. Inside a pack, you get 6 rockets, and these are some of the best rings that I've seen. So we'll be shooting these off one at a time. Well, this is the stuff we've chosen to light off that's gonna be in the Red Dragon Fireworks store this year. And I'm looking forward to showing you guys the final setup at the store when they have it open. All right, let's get started on some of these rockets here. These are the plasma ring. There we go. Oh, that was like a ghost ring. Wow, look at that. These have got to be some of the best ring rockets I've seen. Last one. Hope it's a good one. Very loud. I don't know what that effect is, but there's like a lace up there too. All right, now we're gonna take a look at the glittering Waterfalls canister shells. Remember, these are effect-based. Look at that, coming all the way down. Wow. It's raining fireworks. Jeez, those things have a lift. Wow. It's like the stuff you see at PGI. Big lift. Wow. Look at this. Good God. Look at this, all the way down, it's going. That went right over my pickup. Nice. Here goes the last 2. Oh man, it's coming right here. Look at this. Wow. Good thing we closed that garage door. All right, now we're moving on to the cake assortment. We're gonna start over here with P51 and work our way that way. This is P51. Scrambling Comets. Yeah, I like that. It might be angled. Pretty nice. Not over yet. This next one here is P40. Probably looks a little bit better now because I switched it to wide. Wow, look at this thing. And this is the last cake in the set, P47. Nice red lace. Oh. I like that one the most, I think. That green strobe going up is really nice. All right, we're moving on to the big guns. We're gonna go ahead and start with Feeding Frenzy, 72 shots. This will be a good one. Look at that. We got flying fish down here. Just all sorts of stuff. Wow. Could do a fish segment in your show with that. Next one up is Finish Strong, 42 shots. This one is nuts. Goes really high too. That's the highest of any of these cakes tonight. Nice. And I'd like to think we saved the absolute best for last. This is the Compound V cake. You're supposed to light both those fuses at the same time. Take a look at this. So it's got these mines down here. We'll show that for a little bit. Then bring it up. This is a beautiful item. You don't often see that green. Wow. Great firework right there. Well, that's it for the SFX Superior fireworks demo with the guys from Red Dragon. Mike was the one out here lighting these cakes so that I could get further back and record them for you. If you want to get any of this stuff for your own 4th of July show, be sure to stop in at Red Dragon Fireworks around the 4th of July. Again, their store is located in Harwood, North Dakota, and they also have a second location in Horace. We'll see you in the next one.